So, hey guys, we're here with another podcast, and today is super special for Josh and I because we have one of our favorite people ever, Shiv.
Hello, I love you guys. Thank you for having me.
Too, bro. No worries. How
No
are you,
problem.
We're good. We're good out here, and a couple of streets down from you guys. We're going okay.
That's
COVID
good.
is sending me, I think. Obviously studying online and now slowly integrating back into work is like, it's just so whack. I've never lived like this. I don't think any of us have ever lived like this. So it's different, but it's good.
I'm enjoying it, low-key. I love having like just being chill at home and stuff, nothing too much happening and stuff. But
I know
I
a
do
couple
miss
of
like
people.
I
know a couple of people that are like that, but me, you guys know me. I'm like, I recharge from being around people.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I'm like itching to get out and like see people because I'm like, I miss people.
Before we get into anything, introduce yourself, bro. Tell everyone what you do, and yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. I am Shivnil Prashant Kumar as my whole. I am 21 years old. I am a full-time stylist and photographer from Western Sydney, Australia.
Yes, sir.
I study at Whitehouse, and I'm studying to become a full-time creative director, and just add on some more to my styling. And I'm a child of the utmost high. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Love
That's
that.
dope, bro. We love everything you do, styling, photography, bro. You go crazy with that. So it's cool to have you on here.
It's so crazy because I was actually thinking about it. I was like, I've known of you guys, but I haven't known you guys for very long. Hey.
No, not long at all.
Yeah. So I think I knew Josh through one of my girlfriends, Jackie, who I love and adore. And I knew you through Josh because you guys do the whole fashion thing. So I'm like, it's nice that we can now call each other family.
For sure.
We clicked so fast, like it wasn't like
it was so
it didn't take long at all. It was like straight in the car, like okay.
How do you do?
It is what it is. Okay, so something we've been doing on here that we're trying to like keep the flow of is like ISO fits.
Yes,
So,
okay.
Josh, what are you wearing today, mate?
No, if I knew, I would have worn something else.
I'm not even wearing pants, don't worry.
I just worked today, bro, and I'm just wearing a little Carhartt t-shirt, little blank.
Okay.
And some little like baggy jeans. I had some Doc Martens on, but getting cozy, so come on. How are you, Danny?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my pajamas. It's just like the biggest funnel ever.
Love.
And some chains, which I always have on anyway, and a bucket hat because I hopped out the shower and I was just like gonna put the bucket hat on.
Judge me all you want, but I'm in like just some grey sweats, super comfortable, in this baby blue like oversized sweater, and I've got some chains and some necklaces. These are my everyday jewelry, so I've still got them on. But that's what I'm wearing. If you would have told me, I would have rocked up in a fit. Let me tell you, I would have rocked up.
Fit. No,
next time.
It's supposed to be comfy. I love that.
Episode 2.
Yeah, for sure. Next time.
Okay.
I got you. I like the baby blue, by the way, bro. Baby blue's like grew on me so much.
Baby blue and like pastel green is popping right now.
100%. Actually, it's so funny. Go to Lowe's. These are from Lowe's, and I got a pastel green, I got a pastel blue, I got a white, I got a black, and they're like the nicest fitting jumpers. They cost $14, so I'm sure.
Wait, since we're talking about cardigans and stuff like that, give me 1 second.
Yes, show me. By the way, those cow print pillows are everything.
Thank you. Okay, so I went thrifting, and you know how all the girls are wearing like those cardigans, like the button-up ones?
Yep.
Oh my god, did Salvos come through? Freaking yellow one.
Oh my god, so
wait,
nice.
I'm not pink. Wait, purple.
Oh my god, literally every color.
And green. There was so much more. I had to stop myself. I was like, what the hell?
But have you been going recently?
Yeah, so I went to, because Minchinbury and Seven Hills are the only 2 that are open in Western Sydney. So I hit them 2 up, and I got some really sick things. And then I found this little warehouse that I will let you guys know off camera. Sorry, peeps. About this sick warehouse that sell only branded op-shop things for really cheap. So I got my bake shoes, I've got all my branded bags, I've got like a leather sheep lined jacket, all for like less than $20. So it's like been crazy.
Bro, now you know, now you tell us. Give us a little haul right now, bro.
Okay, we're doing this. Okay, I've got things in reach. So I got these really dope orange Converses.
70s as well. They're nice.
It's so sick.
Yeah, super dope. They only cost me, I think, $10. Let me run and get some stuff. I got this jacket, which I'm like very obsessed with. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna rock up into the camera. Are you ready?
Yeah, bro, go hard.
I actually don't think you're ready.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Like, it's sick. Like, it's really cool. It's a bit puffy,
nice.
But yeah, it's really nice. It's, I think, a perfect winter staple. I look like an actual
I love it.
ball. Okay, I got that. And then I'm just going to show you two more really fun pieces. Actually three that I picked up. They're all bags. Yeah. So I got this little guy, which is really fun. And then I got this Oriton crossbody, which is really fun. And then I got this Coach crossbody.
That's nice. I like that one. I'm a favorite.
Yeah, so I just like went out and I've picked up all like, and that's what I love about this little warehouse is that they sell only branded pieces.
So yeah, obviously with the whole events right now, with the whole COVID, Corona, whatever you want to call it, like how's it affected you?
That's a really good question. I think the only way that it's kind of affected me is socially. Because I'm constantly at church, or I'm constantly like at a connect, or I'm constantly like not really a connect, but like a hangout. I'm constantly surrounded by people. It's just been out of whack for me to continue to do that because I like to take time with people, whether that's going for a coffee or going for a walk or catching up for dinner. Or I do that quite regularly, so it's just been a bit different. In that sense, but it's been really nice. I think it was a gift from God, to be completely honest with you guys, like to just take a step to like pause and like dwell within yourself and see the things that you need to fix and like get intimate with yourself and like allow yourself to lay that with God. But it's also been awesome because I've been at home so much, so spending time with family has been, I guess, more regular than it ever has been. And just it also allows you to appreciate your people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
COVID's been nice to me. COVID's been cool.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. It's sad, like what has happened, but like also like the other effects that have happened because of it have been really good. Like the airplane, like because there's no like air pollution because of that. So there's so many like mountains and stuff that have been revealed for the first time in like 10 years from a certain area and like things like that. So it's really just given like Mother Nature a breather.
Because we're fashion people and we enjoy fashion. But the whole like consumerism aspect of it, like people aren't just spending money on like unnecessary things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fast fashion has slowed down a little bit, which is like something that we should definitely appreciate. I think especially for you two, I know you guys thrift a lot. Just like 90% of my wardrobe is thrifted, and I know you guys are the exact same. But even like seeing consumerism slow down a little bit has been really refreshing. Same
with me, bro. With the family thing, like, oh my gosh, I haven't been with my family like 24/7 in like so long. Like, I literally wake up, my whole family's home.
Yeah, I feel like there was time for you to appreciate it, right? Which is all you get. Just a bit of a reality check.
Even me, I hadn't been over Josh's in so long.
Yeah.
And like the first time I had been back, like it had been months. Like it was crazy just because of how busy like I had been with uni assessments and everything else. Like I couldn't even find time to do that, which sucked. And to just have like this bit of breather. Like I know I'm still as relatively busy as I was before ISO and stuff because I still have shifts from work, if not more. I still have like uni assessments and other priorities and stuff, but like to actually have the time to do that was so nice for me. It's really nice, and it's also like the introvert in me is loving it.
Have you been working again?
I have. So all stores, like for our company, not all, sorry, handpick few of our stores have opened back up. So it's been good to like get back into work and have like human connection again. That's really exciting.
Dip into that, bro. Where do you work at?
I work at General Pants. I work for General Pants, and then I also work for myself. I'm a full-time freelance stylist and photographer. So it's nice to get back into doing shoots and you know, just having conversations about like the whole styling aspect and like even just meeting up with people now again over coffee just to like have consultations about shoots are really, really exciting. But even at General Pants, like it's good that we're back and we're running again. It's just good to see the company kind of flowing.
Is there anything like good or like creative that for you that has come out of like this whole time away, or like any things you've worked on behind the scenes?
Yeah, I have been working on a few projects, which has been really exciting. Even like 1 to 2 days in your week just to solely devote to your creative, you know, juices it's so nice. I think it's so refreshing to have extra time to like sit down and plan and work on projects. I've got a couple of like album covers that I'm working on, or like even EP covers for a couple of artists, which is really exciting. I'm not allowed to name names, but that's coming up really soon. Also, I actually want to start reselling some of my secondhand finds in clothing. So I'm currently working on like a bit of a brand. I'll drop the name here. It's gonna be called Mo Vintage.
Love that.
So it obviously sounds like more vintage, like a bit of an accent, but also the first 2 letters. More vintage. You got more vintage?
Yeah, make a Mo.
I like it.
Yeah, it's catchy, right? And then the first 3 letters of my mom's name is Mo. So it's just a bit of an homage as well.
There you go. Wow.
That's really sick. I love that. Your content on Instagram has been really nice and refreshing. Like,
thank you.
In a time of drought, like fashion-wise, to see like your outfits and stuff pop up in your pictures. Love it.
I appreciate you guys. I'm very blessed. I have a really awesome best friend who she's also trying to make it out into the creative sphere. She's she's trying to become a full-time model. So we're just helping each other create content. Obviously you guys know that I'm moving to New York next year. So just like, you know, just trying to grind and get like as much content as we can being in Sydney.
That is like ultimate goals.
So if you don't mind, like, talk to us about that, like what's happening there.
Yeah, so when I started fashion school, which was 2018, I wanted to move to New York. And obviously, as every fashion child's dream, you know, like I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pack my bag and go to New York and see where the world takes me. But now it's really exciting that I have a bit more of a plan. So I finish off end of this year, and then next year I will work full time just to save some money. I'm blessed enough that my parents, you know, allow me to live here for free. Like that's honestly something that has been such a big blessing. So I'm just gonna save like a whole bunch of money, and then I'm gonna move to Canada for 6 to 12 months, and then work there. And just get just get to meet and like see a lot of people. I don't have to pay rent in Canada either because I have family members who live there. So it'll again be a really good opportunity for me to save. And then when I move to New York is like when the grind starts. I've actually got a couple of friends who work in the fashion industry over in New York. So just having connection, and they've pretty much guaranteed me, you know, like stuff to do when I'm there.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of getting over there.
I haven't really told us. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
But you guys will be coming not long after me anyway, so I'm very excited to see you guys in the streets of New York.
There we go. We're going to go Manhattan.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Josh is obsessed with Canada.
Yeah, I'm really excited. If you ever do come to Canada, you can stay with my fams who will happily host you. I know them.
I really want to move to Canada, bro. I don't know what about it, but I just want to move there. Yeah, Canada's
he
great,
really
wants to go. Yeah, do it. I like, you know me. I would encourage you to the end of me. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Well,
like,
you literally have nothing stopping you.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. Nothing. Literally nothing. Except Daniela. Let's go. No, I'm joking.
Let's go. Pack your bags, yes, I'm coming. No, I totally think you should do it, Joshy. There's literally nothing stopping you, dude. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I really got to look into it. I got to look into different pathways and like a reason for actually go there. But we'll see. I'll find something.
And just pray about it.
100%, no doubt. For sure.
And we have a God that, you know, honors the desires of our heart. So it's important that we let him know what they are. Even though he does know, I guess like putting it into prayer has quite a bit of weight to it.
Obviously, continuing the same theme of what's going on in the world, how have you been able to stay like faithful and like in isolation? I feel like a lot of people find it very hard. I know, especially for me, I do rely very much on the environment of church and that time put aside for church for my prayer and like my like biggest moments of my week, like with God, to those moments. So then how do you stay motivated and to find time for prayer and stuff like that?
That's a really good question, because I think in seasons like this, when sometimes you're confined to the four walls of your own home or even your bedroom, it can be quite challenging to be motivated to get into the Word. Our life should be planned around our daily devotion. Do you know what I mean? Like that should be the first thing on our checklist. If it's not the first thing in your morning routine, it should be the first thing that you should prioritize to make sure you tick off. Because at the end of the day, we honor that to God, right? Like He deserves that. The one thing that I go back to is like, if I can't find in my day to honor His sacrifice, then like, how do you even like, I don't know, see, I can't even put it into words. Like if anything, it makes me really emotional, because I don't want to live a life where God doesn't feel like I'm honoring Him. You know, like He literally took, like God gave His only Son, and His only Son took His life to allow me to live the way I live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's so important that I squeeze in my daily devotions, whether that's like the first thing or the last thing I do in my day. It just happens to be in my routine the first thing I do. So I usually wake up, I'll go brush, I'll go have a shower, and then I'll come back and I'll do my devotions. I think a lot of the time people think devotion is just reading the Bible. And I think that's a misconception a lot of Christians have, and a lot of like I feel like a lot of like young Christians as well.
Yeah, sometimes I do think of that. Like, what is devotion? Is it just Bible reading? Like, I feel you understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I felt that way for a bit as well.
Also, a lot of people aren't readers, right? So, like, you need to find the medium in which your devotion ignites you, or like makes you want to, you know, do your devotion. Whether that's like listening to a podcast, or hearing, you know, like listening to an audiobook, or actually reading the Bible, to you worshiping, to you journaling, and like having, or you just praying. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so important that you find your way to devote time to God.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from you is that exactly, like in your car, like you're always blasting like worship music, and then that's your time for devotion as well, which is like something I had never thought of previously. And then after that, like traveling to uni, I would be like, this is my time too. So I would listen to like worship music, and like that's like the biggest thing like I've learned from you, to be honest. And I think that's like such a significant thing.
I remember one of my pastors once saying to me that, and he described like God in such a beautiful way. He said, we serve such a generous God, and such like a respectable God, because He sits outside your house and He'll never force Himself in. He will literally sit on the other side of the door until you open it up and allow Him in. And I think that's such a beautiful picture of the God I know. I think that's how, I think just knowing that we serve such a good Father, that literally keeps me driven to continue to want to pursue and get to know Him even more than I already do.
For you, like, it's the most simplest things that you turn into something so significant. Like, do you know what I mean? It's the simplest thing to listen to worship music in the car, but because you do that, like, that's affected me and helped me in like that way. And then like that simple like metaphor, I guess, of like God sitting outside the house is such a simple thought, but it's so true. And so for someone that's listening right now, that's such a significant thing and a life-changing thought, that like, oh yeah, that's such a good interpretation of like how God is. And like, it's just crazy like how that could do like another effect, like butterfly effect onto that.
Yeah, if you are listening at home and you are kind of confused about your faith, or like even if you don't have a faith, or even you strong-headed Christians, if you do have a really strong faith, just know that God's not expecting you to be anyone but yourself. Don't ever think you're not good enough for God, because that's a major misconception that a lot of our youth have.
People think it's like this set of rules and what, like a suckish life you must live, you can't do this, you can't do that. But like, it's not a set of rules, it's just a like straight relationship with somebody who loves you more than anybody else could. Like, it's crazy. Like, I was having this conversation, not even like faith-wise, at work, and she's like, have you watched Sabrina, like that new Sabrina the Teenage Witch? And I was like, oh my God, I started, but like it's so satanic, like I couldn't watch it. Like it was just forced. But what I meant by it is like they did Riverdale, like a darker version of Riverdale. And I really liked that, to be honest. But like I feel like they just tried to keep that theme, like let's make things dark and like trendy and stuff. Like that's how I interpreted it. Like it was just forced, like satanic, like bull crap. And then that's why I didn't like it. And then another coworker was like, oh, that's because like you're religious. Hey. I was like, no, I didn't think it was satanic because I'm religious. I just thought it was pretty crap. Like, you know what I mean? I'll watch a horror movie, no problem. Like, it was just that. And I was like, I can't.
I think that's just your spirit protecting your spirit, man.
Yeah.
You turn on shows like that, or you listen to certain type of music, or you look at, you know, like you read certain magazines, or you like see certain runway shows, like whatever you visually see sometimes and you feel icky about it, it's because like your spirit man's protecting your spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What has been like your favorite experience so far that like you've been blessed enough to do, or like your favorite shoot that you've curated, something like that?
Yeah, whilst working in the whole industry and the whole scene, both photography and styling.
What have I enjoyed the most? Actually, do you know what? Okay, I actually know exactly which. I was blessed enough to be sent out to shoot a wedding in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
And it was actually my best friend's cousin who was getting married. And at this wedding, there was 800 people plus. Like the biggest wedding that I've ever seen in my life. I think I've never been so mesmerized by color and pattern and just like people. On like the one night, it was like where the families kind of met and like they all just like danced and give like gifts to the people. So that was a really cool experience because I've never seen like something like that. But then also the wedding day, it was like there was like no one in black and white. Like I can't recall someone in black and white. Like everyone was in color. So imagine like the Met Gala on steroids. And like the most like fun, like kind-hearted, like just like wholesome people you have ever met. So it was genuinely Melepa, if you guys are watching this, thank you so much for inviting me to your wedding. But it was actually incredible. Like it was such a blessing to be able to shoot that wedding. That was probably like one of my favorite experiences that I've ever enjoyed.
Also, like you said, the whole color stuff, like I remember last time we shot, we were saying like we were talking about like, different mood boarding and stuff, all that. And you said you love color. So like with that, like what are your inspirations, like motivations for you when it comes to like photography, even styling and stuff?
Yeah. Dope question. I am super inspired by like literally just seeing what's around me. I know it sounds super cliche, like a lot of creatives say that. But like I'm actually super inspired by like I'll look at a building and I'll see a texture and I'm like, dude, that's really cool. So if you go through my phone, like it's literally just the most odd photos of random things.
Daddy as well.
Yeah, sis, you would understand, right?
Because we had this assessment where we were like, well, it's like pretty much every assessment since, but like when we're designing, like how you can get textures and like put it as an overlay and then change the opacity and the hue and stuff to like create designs. And my teacher was showing me like the coolest thing, like there was this, you know, on the floor of like a parking lot, like how it has like the disabled like symbol and stuff. It had all cracked and he took like a close-up photo of that and it was just the sickest thing. And then after that, my birthday, we went to Manly and I was just taking photos of like moss and walls and like all this, and it was like the most sickest thing. Like they look like such like crazy thought out photos, but it's just literally like
it's just a zoomed in. Yeah, for sure. So I think my surroundings is something that super inspires me. A lot of the personal projects that I've done, like for example, my first, like we had to do an assignment where you had to create your own magazine. That was like a Christian magazine. Like I made a Christian magazine.
Oh yeah, that was cool. You told us about that.
Yeah, so I did photo shoots based on like different stories in the Bible.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And even this fellowship and conversation with other people, like I honestly, I don't think you guys realize, but you guys inspire me so much. And just sitting down and having conversation with people, like I think that's super inspiring. Just getting to pick other people's brains and how they see. Sorry about that. That was really rude and obnoxious of them. But yeah.
I like conversating with people, getting different opinions from people, and just learning stuff like from a different view and stuff. Like it's just cool to see. Oh, people think that way. That's different, but it's cool, like just to see.
100%. If I can ask you guys a question, can I interview you guys?
Yeah, no, sure.
Yes.
So good.
Amazing. Where does, like, I'm going to kind of throw the question back at you, but with a bit of a twist. If you guys could name, okay, let's give me 3. Let's keep it on. If you guys could give me 3 different artists in whatever medium that is that inspire you, who would they be?
I got 3.
All right, let's go. Who's your 3, Joshy?
He's not really an artist. He's an NBA player or ex-NBA player. His name is Allen Iverson. And Daniel, me and Daniel talk about this all the time. So like he just came into the league, like he just shook it up, man. Like obviously before, like NBA was just all preppy, suits and everything. But this guy came in with swag, like literally drip, bro. Like he came out.
He's
like,
the guy that did the leopard print hair, right?
Oh no, that's
no.
Oh, is he
but
from?
He's so sick.
This is how much I know about basketball, guys.
I don't know. True.
Plot twist.
No.
Yeah, that's another guy, but he was like back in the 90s. But for me, it was that's what I saw growing up. His name is Allen Iverson. Like he was just cool, man. Like he just wore baggy ass clothes, dripped out, everything. He really brought hip hop to basketball, and he really brought that crossover together. And that, for me, that's something I'm really passionate about. My second one is just someone I came across recently as well. He's a designer. I'm not sure where he's based in America. His name is Warren Lodas. I don't know. Yeah, so he's a designer as well. Again, I went to basketball. A lot of his designs are basketball NBA based. So I just love how he puts it together. It's just so cool. Like all these designs on his shirts. He's just super creative with it. It's just hectic. And my third one, he's actually a local one. His name is Waivura.
Yeah, we always suck at saying his name.
Yeah, no, but I've actually seen him on a few platforms. So I've seen him on like TikTok doing some really cool things, and then I've seen his stuff on Instagram. I actually follow him, and he's like a thrift king. He's killing it. Yeah,
legit. Yeah. So for me, like I came across him maybe like last year. I actually bumped into him at Blacktown, and he was wearing a shirt I liked. So I'm like, bro, that's a nice shirt. Oh, thanks, bro. That's it. Just something simple. And then I found his Instagram. I'm like, oh, this dude I saw today. And I saw his content. I'm like, oh wow, this guy's pretty cool. So I just followed him. Yeah. And then like what he does, he has this brand called Effin Clothing. Right. So it's pretty much like a vintage
and
t-shirt.
And his own new brand as well.
And he has his own individual brand. Bro, he's doing his thing. Like not even like fashion wise, just altogether. Like he's like inspiration for me as well.
Yeah, like he's really into like entrepreneurship and stuff like that.
Yeah, entrepreneurship wise, like he knows what he's doing. So it's someone I really look up to, like on the download. But there you go, it's already on live now. So yeah,
I love that. That's so sick.
Shout out to you, bro. You're doing your thing.
Didi,
yeah.
Who's your top 3, bro?
So for me, this only came up recently as I was doing an assessment, but John Paul Gaultier. I didn't realize like how much of his stuff like and his trends that I wear on a daily, and his designs I love.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, because I had to like draw them for uni in like tech flats. And his clothes are a dream. Yeah. So and I love it. So that's one of them. And then my other one, like I'll say this till the end of time. I'm sorry to be cheesy, but Josh.
Yeah.
Because for me, like I'm.
Oh wow! Look at him blast! Look how red he's gone.
No, like
he's parched. So great! It's so cute.
For me, I'm such like a really shy person. Like once I feel comfortable, like if I feel comfortable around you, it'll be fine. Like it's not a problem. But like interacting with people, I suck at. I hate like I'm such an overthinker. Like in conversations, like it's so bad. And meeting new people and stuff. And with Josh, like he loves conversations. Like for goodness sake, like he doesn't shut up. Like and he loves meeting new people. So confident, and like a lot of my confidence and stuff like that has bounced off him, and like he helps me like so much like on a daily basis, like going to the shops and like I don't even like asking people for help at the shops. Like he literally has to do that for me. Like I'm such a baby, but I'm learning and I'm growing. And then last I don't know, I hesitated with this one just because I'm not like really in like the music business and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like growing up, and I think I was just thinking about it, and I have not ever said this, but I think like my all-time favorite artist is Tupac.
Yeah.
Since like I was a kid, been listening to him. Like my parents were like not pretty young, like they were just like younger when I was like growing up, and like that's what they listened to, all their friends listened to and stuff like that. Like I've read pretty much every book like about him, every poetry book, watched every movie, every documentary, and it's just like I don't know what it is about him. I just think I love how educated he was.
Now, how about you? Who are your 3 inspirations? Like,
I didn't think this question was going to get bounced back to me. I would have thought about this. So after a bit of thought, my number one, I have one creative director who has really inspired me. And I actually she's one of my biggest motivations as well. Her name's Grace Coddington. I don't know if you know. She's one of the creative directors at Vogue. You've definitely probably seen a photo of her. She's like got big orange hair. She's like a little bit of an older lady. But her work is just phenomenal. I think she really inspires me. 2, Felix Petty is one of the ID photographers. So he's one of the head photographers, and he just captures such incredible imagery. So he's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. And who else? One more. Like obviously, like it's everyone knows it's Answer but God. Like I think my inspiration to genuinely like it does come from like me having spiritual conversations with God, but also like the whole reading the Word and like just seeing the imagery through that.
But obviously being in the whole scene for like how long have you been in the scene for? How long have you been doing this thing for?
My first photography gig was in year 11. It was a wedding. For 3 years I was shooting weddings and like events, which look, I don't think is my thing anymore, but I really did love it at the time. I've been doing it for like 5 years now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So like with that, right? Like who are like some other creatives that like that we should look out for, and like any people that you want to shout out?
Oh, I think this is awesome. Busay, I don't know if you guys have heard of her. She's a DJ from Western Sydney.
Bro, Busay is insane. Busay.
Can I just say, just about her, she is genuinely one of the kind-hearted people I have ever come across. She's so encouraging, like to other creatives. She grinds real hard. She's literally like one of my favorite creatives that are around me at the moment. I see her as a little sister, and I really appreciate her.
I always talk to Danny about her, bro, because she is epitome of creative, bro. Like
she's a freak. Bro. Like she's actually mental. Like I am obsessed with her. Also another creative coming up is Jerusha. I don't know if you guys know Jerusha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went to school with her, bro.
Yeah, so Jerusha and I went to primary school together. I was a couple of years older than her. And then we kind of split paths, and then I saw her grinding in that whole creative scene, and I was like, oh, like, you're incredible. And then we have done a couple of shoots together, which has been a blessing. So I think Jerusha is someone people should be looking out for, and also, like, wanting to collab with, because she's genuinely so talented.
Is this Jerusha Rose?
Yeah, Jerusha Rose.
Okay, good. I'm like, I think that's who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Last shoot, amazing.
Yeah, she's like actually
immaculate. Loved it. So good.
She's amazing. She's incredible. Also, I really love. I'm a bit biased because I genuinely love my friend, but Ashley.tv. If you follow her on Instagram, she's a muso. She's just one of the most like I find myself bragging about my sister. Like I see her as my sister. I brag about her so much to everyone I come across to, but I just think she's one of the most talented people I know in the whole music sphere. I think she's absolutely killing it.
I'll give her a follow after this or something.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you her page because she's just an absolute freak. Like, she's amazing.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
they just to name a few. One thing that I really appreciate is how hardworking our Western Sydneys are. Like Sydneyans, let's call them like Western Sydneyans. That's a good name for them, right?
Western Sydneyans.
Yeah, I like respect that they're all about that life and they enjoy to grind and they chase after their dreams. So I think,
like I don't want to be biased or anything, but like Western Sydney, we have so much talent, man.
Oh,
like
it's
we talked about this last time, bro. Like it's crazy the amount of like talent in whatever field they're in. Like,
and I think it's because we've like been looked down upon in Sydney.
Yeah,
that's fair.
People underestimate people who are from Western Sydney, so I think that's where a lot of the grind would come from as well.
And that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I love what's happening in Western Sydney right now and all the creative stuff, because growing up and telling kids that when they asked where you lived and saying Mildred was such an embarrassing thing for me. And it was so embarrassing. Like, I remember having a talk with like a kid from youth, and I asked them where they were from, and they were honest. They're like, oh, I'm from like this part of Mount Druitt, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, I literally like lived down the road. I was in Shelby like literally a couple months ago. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh my god, I feel so much better now. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I usually lie and say, like, he goes, I usually lie and think of like the most bougie place in Mount Druitt and say I'm from Ropes Crossing. I was like, literally. That's my whole childhood. Like, it's crazy.
No.
Okay, we're gonna bleep out the name in the editing, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy that like to see like another generation, I guess, like also having that same like stigma, and now it's being changed. Like, kids from Castle Hill claim like Western Sydney, and they want to be like 1-4 and all this stuff like that. But like, do you know what I mean, Josh? Like,
no, it's so true. And it's so funny because like when I was growing up, right, like I went to Mount Druitt Public School and I went to Plumpton High School. Like two of the most like, Plumpton was known as Plumpton Pram Pushers, and Mount Druitt Public School, like it was Mount Druitt.
I went to Plumpton Primary, mate. I was right next door.
You know what I mean? So, so I think it's like it's so good that we've progressed and we're not ashamed anymore to say where we're from, because I've always been quite proud to be from Mount Druitt.
So funny, like at uni, like people in the city like don't really even know like our area and stuff like that. Like, I literally just say, oh, like past Parramatta.
Danny, might have asked you, do you have any creatives that you want to shout out and stuff like to look out for as well? Also, a side note, I really like this. This is pretty cool, isn't that? Like this little shout out thing, like
this is really nice. Nice segment.
Yeah. Photography wise, a shout out. I'm loving Jackie's ISO series.
Oh, yeah, that's going hard, bro.
Such nice photos. I'm loving it. I love Jackie. She's a photographer.
Jackie, is that her name?
What's her Instagram?
I think you have a completely different Instagram.
I think it's different. Her name is Jackie.fz on Instagram.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. She did a shoot with us. We'll put it on the screen. It was like a nautical yacht kind of vibe. She's like a really sick photographer. We love her. And all of her friends too.
Oh, I can't wait to follow. This is exciting.
Everyone. Yeah, no,
she's
like
cool.
She's so sick. So I've been loving that series. And then if I had to do music wise, two creators from Western Syd, like our good friend Nathan, he releases music, which is so dope. We love his music. I'm forever promoting his music to like indie interested people. He has really great music. And then Breakfast Road are also people we really love and enjoy.
For me, I just have like, I can't think of the top of my head, but right now I'm thinking of they're not called the cool kids anymore, but
my children, yes.
Yeah, so that's all I can think of. Adam, that's the boy. Boston, Jara and Jara. Oh man, you got they're funny, bro. Like, but I love them, bro. They're talented people, bro.
They're not funny. They're headaches, but I also love them.
I liked the was it like the suicide awareness, like video
the dance.
That was really sick and really deep, and like such a good way of thinking about how you can use your platform for good. I really enjoyed that.
They're so switched on. They're such incredible children. I shouldn't call them children because they're not children, but I just feel like, because I've always known them to be kids, I'm like, okay, they're still kids. But no, they're a really good bunch of eggs. I have so much time and respect for that crew. Like they're really dope.
Yeah, I met them like a while back through dancing and stuff, like from back in the day, like maybe 3 years ago. and then just seeing how much they've grown and stuff, like creative wise, like they're trying to do their own thing now. It's just good to see. Like Adam, I freaking love Adam. Adam's the man.
Oh my God. Adam knows. If Adam ever watches this, Adam, you know that you're the only one that I would slap out of that whole group.
Adam, bro.
Like, Adam's the one that will get the hiding because he's like.
So yeah, shout out to who do you shout out? Shiv?
Bize, Ashi, and Jerusha.
Jerusha, how about you, Denny?
Breakfast Road, Kid Costello, and Jackie.
And yeah, shout out to all of them, and shout out to Adam, Boston, Jara, and who's my other one? Other one is my boy Hadrian, my brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's been doing this little thing, like he's been starting rapping and stuff, and that guy's talented, man. I've listened to some of his stuff, and he's doing well. I'm happy for him. He's debuting his stuff on the 1st of June, so I'm keen for that to drop. Yeah, because we've been talking.
Is it the actual blood brother?
No.
I was like, whoa, sick, it runs in the family.
So he was my ex-workmate, but we've always been friends for like years now, so it's just cool to see him. All right, so obviously with the absence of Fashion Week and all the fashion events right now because of the whole COVID thingy, bro, I was actually spewing, bro. I was actually really excited.
I was heavily depressed about it all, but one thing that I did do during Fashion Week is actually go back and look at old Fashion Weeks. So there's a couple of YouTubers that I really enjoy. Song of Style of Song, I don't know which way it goes. But she's a YouTuber who documents New York Fashion Week. And then just watching like old runway shows. So I spent my time still being in fashion, but just not obviously watching the current things.
Okay, so we thought it'd be fun to like put a little segment. Like I really like watching videos of people like reviewing like Gala looks, Coachella looks, like
that's sick.
So I thought with like the absence of Met Gala and Fashion Week and stuff, we could reminisce on previous looks and kind of like say what we do like about it, what we don't, and just like have a good conversation and
fun. Let's do it. I'm super down.
So first picture we have Solange, Beyonce's sister.
Wow.
So give us your thoughts on this outfit.
Okay, so I was blessed enough to see Solange in Sydney when she came over, and genuinely I think that anything she does can do me no wrong. Like from every little detail, like from the jacket to being the same, material as the boots, even like the fact that she has you can't actually tell very well, but she has quite a sheer stocking that gives her like a really glowy leg. I love that she has that matching necklace that match with her rings, like that silver diamante kind of vibe. Yeah, I think this is like the most iconic blazer bodysuit that has ever hit the earth. So yeah, I mess with this a lot. How do you guys feel?
I like it and I like the concept, but like I'm just gonna be honest, like in this segment, the short versus like the short as the jacket connected confuses my brain. But besides that, like it's sick. Do you know what I mean? How they're like one piece.
I think I just enjoy the concept of it being a bodysuit. I think it's really like
unheard of.
Yeah, I've never seen a blazer bodysuit. Yeah. I think it's
that's pretty cool. That's different. I don't know who this girl is in the red dress. Who is it?
Okay.
It's anyone actually.
Cardi B.
Oh, it's Cardi B.
That's Cardi B, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the photo up close. Sorry. Now we have Cardi B in this dress. What are your thoughts?
Look, with this outfit, I think obviously it's made for the drama. I don't think it has any.
It was for camp.
It was for camp, 100%. So it served the theme well. I'm not like losing sleep over it. When I saw Rihanna come through to the Met Gala, that was the Asian-inspired. I can't remember what the actual theme name was, but it was like an Oriental-themed Met Gala. I think it might have been the year before where she did where she got all the memes for being an omelette.
Oh yeah, that's
that to me, like when I first saw that, I've never seen anything like that before. So the drama was really there. So when I saw Cardi B come out in this, I'm like, I've kind of seen it done by Rihanna, and it's not better than Riri, so it kind of was.
For this one, like, I just, like you said, like I don't hate it, and I don't love it. Like it's just she was there that year, and that's kind of it for me.
Yeah.
I just like how dramatic the freaking security guys are, bro. Like
Yeah,
that one, no, this one guy freaking out in the background.
So yeah.
Okay, so the next one is Lizzo, which also was a meme. Yeah. This one doesn't do anything for me at all.
That wig looks like we've bought it from the dollar store. So I'm not a big fan of that. She's actually, if you zoom in, she's actually got like rhinestone hands, which she has like don't know the reasoning of that even being an add-on piece to her outfit, since there's so much going on. There's that really random like piece of fabric that falls under her right boob, which makes me question what it's doing there. And that coat is just like atrocious. Like I can't do that coat. It's not a good look at all, Lizzo. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like it, and I can't find the meme, but people were pretty much calling her a crab stick. Have you ever seen that?
Oh my god!
After I heard
so
that, like,
good.
I haven't been able to see it the same.
No, I can't unlook at that now. Do you know what's even more funny though? That the guy with her, that bodyguard, whatever he is to her, looks better than she does. The makeup is flawless. He has a stunning Marcel wave in his fringe, and he's got burgundy nails. Like, what more could you ask for?
That's nice. You know that thing? I don't know. You see it in the bakery, like it's like bread and has like little cream on top. It's like wavy like that, like literally the same.
Oh my god, the pink finger buns.
The finger buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's funny.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's
the best.
Yeah, so this is like one of two of my favorite like Met Gala looks ever.
What's her name? Is it Emily?
Yeah, Emily Ratajkowski or something?
I think everyone's gathered from this podcast who can't pronounce people's names.
I just know this girl was in the Blurred Lines video with Robin.
Yeah.
But like this is for the Heavenly Bodies theme.
Yes.
And I just love it. It's so angelic.
She killed that.
Like her abs, everything like about this killed it. The headpiece, like everything for me, it's done it justice. Like I love it so much. It's very like Greek goddess inspired, angelic, like everything about it. Yeah, I love it. It's like one of my favorite looks.
She killed it.
I think she looks amazing, to be completely honest. Yeah, I think her face is stunning. The outfit is really stunning. I'm like actually trying to find a flaw in it, but there's actually no one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
she looks nice.
It falls so nicely. It complements her so well. The only flaw is, she raises those arms up. Goodbye.
Girl, how do you do? The night is over. Yeah.
That's the only flaw. And is that even the flaw? I don't know.
One thing also that I'd like to point out about this look, which makes me really happy, is like the fact that she had barely any jewelry on.
Yeah.
Like I hate seeing outfits that are so well executed and then they just pile on a whole bunch of jewelry just for the sake of it. Okay, can we talk about this look? Because I just want to stop talking about it. I hate this look like with
Why? Oh, by the way, we have Frank Ocean. This is Frank Ocean, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you look like my local security guard that like
at Blacktown West Point?
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, not even. I feel like the guys at West Point look better. Frank has had some iconic looks. Like, he really has. Like, for his birthday, I don't know if you guys saw, but he like came in the most like over-the-top, flamboyant outfit, which looked phenomenal on him. This, on the other hand, is just, like, makes me sad.
The next one's blinded.
I am obsessed with this. I was obsessed with it. Yeah, I was obsessed with it when she wore it. I think the whole, like, jewels up the sleeve, the little peekaboo cutout, and I think that pixie cut, like, really does it for me.
Yeah, bro, I love pixie cuts.
So slick about a really, pushed back pixie cut. It reminds me of like a French like spy.
Oh.
Like a French female spy or something, which I'm so here for.
And this was for camp, and I just love the exaggeration of all the jewelry.
Yeah.
And it's like that plain black like dress, like without all the jewelry, like it's just not it. But with all of it, it's so nice. Like all the little embellishments, so nice.
Oh God, this
Next
makes me
one.
so happy. This look. Who is this?
Kendall and Kylie.
Kendall and Kylie. The purple and orange one, right?
Yes.
Yes. What do you guys love about it? And who do you like more?
Kendall.
Well done. That's
actually, I love Kendall's look in this. I love it. I love the slick, like, baby curl at the front. I love the like feathers coming around one side. Like everything for me, I actually like love. Kylie's like, okay, for me, because they're so next to each other, like Kendall's just like thrives like elegance to me, and then Kylie like just looks really tacky.
Yeah, one thing I hate about Kylie's is that you can see the cream bodysuit underneath.
Yeah.
Like I think it looks. Yeah, I agree. I think it looks a bit tacky. Like I feel like you could find that dress at like, what's that? That dress shop in Parramatta.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Dollhouse or something.
Dollhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Dollhouse.
And I know behind the scenes. I know behind the scenes she was debating between like this large like hat made out of the same like fluffy material or the sleeves or both and stuff, and she went with that. Which I don't know, would I have liked it more with the hat instead? Okay, so next one is Harry Styles.
Yes.
Bro, he has some good music lately.
Oh my God. His new album is like iconic one.
Love it.
Can I just ask, what do you guys like about this? Because I have quite an interesting opinion on this.
For me, recently I've been seeing more and more like sheer black mesh fabric on men, and I really like it with the like contrast of his tattoos underneath.
Yeah. I like that too.
I think the standout for this, and one of the reasons why I don't necessarily like it too much, is the super high-waisted pants.
Yeah.
Oh, his pants are not high-waisted.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's part of the top or something.
No, that's why I'm like.
Oh, that's very
nice. We're on the same wavelength. Because two of my best friends were obsessed with this look. This was like done on the Met Gala that was themed like camp.
Yeah.
And to me, this is just not camp.
For me, like if this was any other red carpet, not Met Gala.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's a great look, but it's not for Met Gala.
I love when men wear feminine clothes, like 100%. The lace on the sleeves, like everything about this I love. I love when men wear nail polish.
Even the Victoria neckline.
Purses, everything I love. But like it just wasn't very Met Gala.
No, it wasn't camp at all. And I was, when it came around, because it's Gucci, I was like, Gucci, I expected a bit more from you, to be completely honest, but you know.
But yeah, the tattoos are sick underneath.
Yeah, I really like his tattoos. That was mad. That was cool.
Who are we talking about last?
Jared Leto?
No, Alessandro. Oh, is that Jared Leto?
Yeah. I think
That's
this
cool.
one was for the Heavenly Bodies as well.
Yeah.
This is so bad. I really like this one. This is so cool. Like, oh,
I think this is amazing. Yeah, I think
they killed
jewelry placement is so sick.
Yeah. I think like this is like really like art in fashion. Like
I think this is really well executed. Yeah.
Like
and Gucci is known to do the handheld head, so I think that was a really cool touch. Because it looks hyper realistic.
And also like men in dresses as well. That's
sign me up for a man in a dress. I'm not mad. I also love the red. I think red looks great on him.
Yeah.
I love the color red. That's one of my favorite colors.
Also turtleneck as well on a dress with puffy sleeves. Like not a designer like would usually go there, but they did, and I think it's really nice. One thing I don't think I like that much is the shoe. Like it's just kind of random.
Oh, the silver boot, like moon boot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, I wish it was a rhinestone covered boot, or even like if you wanted to make it more regal, even like a red velvet, like a crushed velvet boot.
Yeah.
in like a burgundy would have been really beautiful. But I just think that like I've seen those boots on ASOS.
With a head, bro. I wonder how it would have been like carrying that the whole night.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our episode 2 of our podcast. And I hope like as we go on, like we improve on like segments that we can do and topics that we can bring up. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to like comment that below. Thank you so much.
Thanks, bro.
So yeah, we just hope you guys really enjoyed, and massive shout out and appreciation. And thank you for our guy Shiv.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I just want to commend you too. On doing this kind of project. I think it's so good that you guys are being attentive to the Holy Spirit and leading a project like this. It gives creatives a voice, which is super exciting because, you know, a lot of the times we think it's a competition, but it's really not. So for you guys to just sit down, you know, just to sit down and have a conversation with people goes to show how great of people you guys are. So you guys know that you guys inspire me majorly and that I'm a big fan of you guys. So yeah, if you guys are at home and never have heard of Josh and Dee, even if you guys are just coming from my my crew, please go and follow them, show them some love because they're really dope. They're great kids.
Thank you guys for joining and hanging out with us on our second podcast, and thank you for being our first guest as well on here.
Thank you for having me as your first guest. It's an honor. It's a privilege.
Thank you. We're hoping to continue this and like bring on some more people and just have wholesome conversations and continue doing what we're doing. So anything else?
Drop down a comment if you guys want us to do anything in particular. But make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll shout out to Shiv. I'll plug his Instagram somewhere.
Definitely, it's all good. But love you guys.
Sure. See you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.